African Heritage Institute, premiering the African Heritage Book Club. In the hope of piquing interest in African literature, particularly the classics of the 50s, the 60s, and the 70s, the African Heritage Book Club invites all people, especially the young people of African descent, to the reading and discussion of books authored by African writers. Presently showcasing is The African Child by Kamara Laye. The Introduction by William Plummer. In French Guinea, where the Niger flows northward and eastward to Timbuktu, away from the Atlantic into which its waters will pour at last, live the Malinke. They live behind and beyond Sierra Leone and Liberia, a still mainly agrarian people whose culture has evidently harmonized Islamic and ancient African traditions. A son of the Malinke, whose natural ability and enterprise have enabled him to benefit by a French education, has now made a name for himself by writing a book about his childhood and youth. Kamara Laye's book is something rare and valuable. Not all the patience, curiosity, resolution, and ferretings of the most accomplished anthropologist could have elicited these particular facts. Memory chose them. Taste arranged them. One human heart has given them life and warmth. The result is a work of art. And a work of art, if not a miracle, always appears miraculous. It is not an earthly paradise to which Kamara Laye introduces us, but a coherent society with a consistent manner of life, which appears entirely free from vulgarity. It is a formal society permeated by a sense of mystery. No attempt is made to explain everything. Experience elsewhere shows that to do so often means explaining everything away. Are there not things everywhere around us, he asks, that are incapable of explanation? Where he grew up, the sense of community is implicit and inherent. Tradition and long usage have created politeness, correctness, mutual respect, and simple dignity. But the ceremoniousness of life is not rigid or a matter of empty or elaborate forms. In work or in play, the line between which is not easily to be drawn and need not be drawn, nothing is cheapened. Everything is given its due importance. The making of a trinket, etiquette at meal times, the harvesting of the rice, the rites of initiation into manhood are communal acts in which the individual exerts his best scope or skill because he has never a doubt that he belongs to what is going on and is a necessary part of it. Autobiography is best without self-pity, self-justification, or boastfulness. The African Child is quite without these weaknesses. Clear, fresh, direct, it seems to combine the kind of lucidity that can easily be called French with a warmth that is unmistakably African. As a picture of a young African's discovery of the world about him, it is likely to be unforgettable. Kamara Laye's unfolding of his various feelings about his kinsfolk and friends and of their behavior is affectionate and skillful at the same time. And the delicate precision with which he describes his love for Marie crystallizes a not uncommon but not easily definable phase in the emotional development of the human male. but perhaps it is in the noble portraits of his father and mother that Camaralaye will most touch the European reader. The final interview with them before his departure for remote and unknown Argentine is wonderful in its imaginative understanding of their feelings as well as in its natural rendering of his own. This, in some ways, deceptively simple story is the work of a dark child, uncorrupted by the complexity and dislocation of the world we know. The anxiety aroused in the reader, lest so candid in nature should be perhaps smeared or injured by the strain of being displaced in an alien Europe, is a measure of the sympathetic interest created by what he had to say and the way he has said it. The book has repeatedly put me in mind of Yeats' lines. How, but in custom and in ceremony, are innocence and beauty born. It has fittingly been translated into English by a poet capable of responding to Camaralaye's evocations of the universal in the particular. Thanks for listening, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel and look forward to chapter 1 of The African Child in the next video.